The Economic Commission for Africa is urging African leaders to fully exploit the abundant critical mineral resources on the continent to accelerate sustainable industrialization and clean energy transition. The acting executive secretary of the United Nations, Antonio Pedro, said this in a two-day event co-convened by the UN Deputy Secretary, Amina Mohamed, and Chairperson of the African Union, Moussa Mahamat, on the sidelines of UNGA in New York. Mr. Pedro said Africa should benefit from its critical mineral resources through fair value creation. According to him, this will ensure that her resources are used to promote resource-driven industrialization, to create jobs and enable countries to go up the value chain. U.S. Treasury yields scaled a fresh 16-year peak today, sustaining the dollar near a 10-month peak, as investors responded to the message from the Federal Reserves and other major central banks of rates saying are elevated for longer. Asian Pacific stocks benchmark declined along with gold, while crude oil continued to drift back from a 10-month high. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside of Japan declined 0.33%, Tokyo's Nikkei lost 0.7%, South Korea Kospi slid 1%, while Hong Kong Hang Seng slipped 0.3%. Also, U.S. stock futures pointed 0.3% lower, following a 0.4% rise from the S&P 500 overnight. The Republican that has controlled the House of Representatives is due to try to advance state spending cuts this week. That stands no chance of becoming law and could force a partial shutdown of the U.S. government by next Sunday. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy sought to avoid that scenario when he hammered out a spending agreement with Democratic President Joe Biden this spring. But some members of his own party have threatened to depose him if he does not support steeper cuts that are sure to be rejected by the Democratic-controlled Senate. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers will be laid off, and a wide range of services from financial oversights to media research will be suspended if Congress does not provide funding for the new fiscal year, which starts October 1st. Republicans control the House by a narrow 221-222 majority and have few votes to spare.